What's up, guys? Another day, another ride out on the Kove, trying to sort out this fuel venting slash fuel pressurizing issue, and just wanted to give you guys my latest attempt at keeping fuel from pushing through the back tank into the front tanks and coming out these front vent caps. No matter what you do, at least on my bike, it would always push fuel out the vent caps when I'm out here on days like today where it's up around 100 degrees. Really, anytime it's hot, I mean 90 degrees and above, this thing would be pushing fuel out those front tanks. So here is my attempt at mitigating that. Saw Kove USA install a pepcock like this, and what I've done is moved the quick disconnect to right back behind here, you can't see it, and then up here from the tube from the front tank there's just a barb, and I have a hose clamp that I can remove, so if I need to take the front tanks off in the field, take it off from right here. If I need to get the rear tank off, it's a quick disconnect. So far, I'm not having any fuel leaks. This is in the off position, so essentially what I did was put about a gallon of fuel in the rear tank and have the fuel valve turned off. And then I have the Uncle Wang fuel cap up here with the twist on off venting knob, and so I have this one just opened up a little bit, and I'm out here. The fan was running when the bike was turned off for a couple minutes, and I'm not having any fuel leakage or fuel pushing out the front tanks, so that's a huge plus. I'm also out here testing the ECUs. Right now in the bike, I have the tune that Kove USA provided me, and that's what they are calling, I can't see anything, their 230.1 Pro Map, and they are saying that tune is what the rally team is using on their race bikes, and I can tell you that by far that is the best tune so far on the bike. I've had now 3 different tunes on the bike, between the Rally Pro tune, the stock tune, and then the cap-free tune, and all the other ones had something that was a little off on them. The cap-free tune as well as the stock tune, the bike would idle up and down when it was hot. The cap-free tune, in a straight through configuration, the bike would surge when you were trying to creep at low speed at an idle pace. The bike would surge back and forth, or surge forward, so that was very frustrating. This tune, the only thing I see is that it backfires a little bit on hard acceleration. When you cut the throttle and you have that engine braking, it'll pop a couple times, but don't mind that. All around, the tune is much better. Cruising speed, smoother, and creeping around, acceleration, all around, just a really good tune. So I suggest anybody reach out to Kove USA if they want to get their ECU. It's a very simple process and a quick turnaround. Joe Henner has that process down. And lastly, I have to again say thank you to Uncle Wang for sending me one of his full titanium exhausts to test. So I'm going to be putting that content out here soon, And so yeah, just really thankful that he's trusting me to test it out and put out some content for North America on the Uncle Wang's full titanium exhaust. That's a really good option, and I'll be testing it back to back with the Kove rally tune that they provide with the ECU with the exhaust, with back to back with the ECU tune, the 230.1 Pro Map that I have in the bike right now. So I'm about to throw the other ECU in the bike right now just to see how it compares to this one, and I'll be reporting on that. So if anybody is interested in this FMF exhaust, this thing is a really good option. Super lightweight, way less weight than the stock exhaust, probably a quarter the weight. And you know, if anybody's interested in it, I would be willing to ship it out to somebody. So just shoot me a DM. You know, I'll give you a good deal on it, and can guarantee that it's a really good exhaust. Not too loud, good performance, and a lot less weight. So I'm only doing that because I got no need for it. It's just gonna sit on a shelf somewhere, and I'm gonna be putting the Uncle Wang's exhaust on here because he was gracious enough to send me one of his to test. So that's what I got going on here. I'm gonna show you guys right now. I'll take you on some GoPro footage of riding with this ECU. Then we'll stop and we'll put the other ECU in, and we'll ride again and see what the results are. And I would say another huge game changer in stability on this Kove was increasing the chain length and kicking this rear axle back in the swing arm and increasing the wheelbase of the bike. The bike just feels, it was stable before, now it's on like another level stable. So I would suggest doing that. Got the 51 tooth sprocket in here, and I want to say it was a 116 link chain that I ended up having to put on there. I ordered a 118, but it was even too long, so it was a 116. And I guess one other thing before we go, people are always asking about these ODI grips. No, there's not a cam that works, but there's one that's really close. And if you Dremel it down to look like the stock cam on the stock throttle tube, it works really well, and much better than that really crappy stock throttle tube that feels like it's paper thin. So yeah, I don't know if anybody's ever, I know I have content out there, but haven't shown my tower up close in a long time. And I just gotta say that this Uncle Wang Type A tower for 150 bucks is a great option. And these Future Eyes lights are insanely bright, like melt your eye bright. And so I'm trying to convince Dustin to run them at the Baja 400 because I believe in them. And so on our race bike, I've actually modified this same tower and cut it right here to remove all of this upper section, and we'll just be running a Trail Tech right here and no actual OEM dash on the race bike. And then we'll be running the Stella off of right here. So it's going to give us a really stable, really bright, confined package. And yeah, I'm super excited with all this cool testing and content that I'm able to bring to you guys. So comment down below, let me know if anybody wants this FMF exhaust within the lower 48. I'll ship it out to you and give you a great deal on it. So yeah, stay tuned right now for some back-to-back ECU tuning, ECU testing and butt dyno results. Thanks guys. Alright, we're switching cameras from the iPhone to the GoPro so we can give you some riding footage and show you what the Pro Tune 230.1 from Kove USA is like, and more just my riding impressions. Can show you how well the bike starts up, hot, cold, and it doesn't idle up or down like it did before. And the bike is hot right now, so in the past it would idle up and down, but you can see that it's not going to do that this time. Put in neutral might be helpful. Starts up, bike never has any issues. FMF sounds good. Alright. Now you go back to when like Jimmy Lewis was testing this Kove in the stock configuration. I will admit that stock tune was no bueno, and it did have some like hesitation and right off of idle. With this new tune and this new setup, that's not an issue at all. It's just crisp as can be. I mean, I really haven't even, I mean, my KTM, some of them weren't even that good. So, yeah, we'll do a little run right here with the Pro map 230.1. Injection tuning on a dirt bike, single cylinder, this is some of the best that I've had. Alright, just hopping off the bike after testing the 230.1 tune, and we'll be putting in the ECU that comes with the exhaust if you order it from Uncle Wang, and this is supposed to be the Rally Pro exhaust. Good thing about the Kove, very easy to do this in a really timely fashion, so you don't lose a screw. Alrighty, so let's pop this bad boy in. Get it down underneath there. So the one from Uncle Wang's doesn't have any like markings really on it. It's just, they know that that's what's coming from the factory on the Rally Pro. Here's the Pro Map, the 230.1. This was my stock ECU that I have sent back to Kove USA now twice. The first time they gave me the cat-free tune. Did not run the best. Maybe if I only had a cat-free exhaust, it would have been fine. But I had a straight through, so it just didn't run the best. So we'll see here in a second how this does. Okay, so I've put the ECU in. I haven't started it yet. I haven't even turned the key yet. So you guys will be hearing it for the first time. Started just as easy, just as good. Not quite as crisp. That's weird. It's a little bit delayed. It's a little different. It's more like the stock one. So let's go rip it down this gas line trail real quick. Okay, so let's see if it's still recording. Yeah, it is. Alright, so my observation. It doesn't rev as high. It doesn't have quite the snap. And the other tune just felt more like the bike was more fluid, like more free flowing. It's weird. It felt so much, I don't know, more like stopped up. It felt very restricted, I guess is a good way to put it. So that's interesting. I'm gonna put the other ECU back in right now, just to ride out of here, so I can say back to back, so it's not just in my head. So be right back with you. I've resorted to, or changed my setup. I don't wear a shoulder pack anymore. I wear a fanny pack instead. Carry pretty much everything I need to survive, make a fire, first aid. I'm allergic to bees, so I have a couple of EpiPens. I have a spot tracker. My wife has the information for. I got tools, water, a little bit of food. So, gotta be prepared out here in the middle of nowhere, Arizona. So let's see. Is that is better? If I like that, let's see here. Notice a difference. Let's do it, guys. Very smooth startup. It's a much freer revving tune. That's what I was trying to say before. Freer revving. Butt dyno impression of this. They have found a freer revving, less engine braking tune with this particular tune, and with the timing advance and a free-flowing exhaust, this is the best running Kove that I've ridden by far. Thumbs up. Heck yeah. Let's go get some, guys. Alright, let's do a little closed course high speed run on the Kove 450. It wasn't even pulling rev limiter in 5th gear. I don't know. Huh. Biggest takeaways from today are that Rally Pro map 230.1 is awesome. You need a pepcock or some way to isolate that rear tank so it doesn't push fuel up through your front tanks when it pressurizes, if it pressurizes. So I have not had any fuel leakage today. Awesome, another win. And yeah, so we're ready to go. Ready to go ride more. Let's do it. Thanks, guys. Here we go. Look at the beautiful, it's really nicely made. Rivets all the way around. The welds are spectacular. Look at this piece of work. Appears to be made very well. It's very, very lightweight. Couple of built-in heat shields. Really nicely welded on. Tabs for the springs. Tolerances are tight on the fittings. And the titanium is just ultra lightweight, especially compared to the stock. I mean, look at the welds on that sucker. Very, very nice. So, Uncle Wing is putting out some quality stuff. It's not typical Chinese junk. And he's aware of the stereotype, and so he's making sure the stuff that he's putting out is good quality. So can't wait to put it on, show you guys. Stay tuned.